Schmoo.
And we are live.
Worst slums of Sacramento.
Alongside our man Kyle Matson, who's filling in for Jesse Tapia. I can't wait. What a beautiful ceremony.
That was
Friday.
fantastic.
Absolutely terrific.
That was fantastic.
I cannot wait for Jesse to get back so we can talk.
The recap is going to be crazy. The post-game show is
when
going to be crazy.
I tell you, boy, don't worry. You're going to get in today's probably not the day for it, as amazing of a time as we had. But I cannot wait to discuss the wedding, the toasts, just so many iconic moments.
Shout out to my boy, Mr. Tapia.
From the celebration of the Tapias on Friday. And when I say I have got some in the chamber, and the next time Jesse pisses me off is an understatement. Mr. Tapia gave me a few to just, hey, tuck these away, use them as needed.
Shout out to my boy, Mr. Tapia, man. That's my dog, man.
We get in there. It was out. The ceremony was outside. Also, 2 weddings in 2 days. Do not recommend that.
Woo.
That is a tough stretch. But we get there, and I'm looking around for you. Like, okay, no Kenny yet. We got there. I'm not gonna act like we got there when Crystal told us to, but we did get there before it started. I was like, all right, let's just find a spot, and okay, we'll go over here. First person I see is Mr. Tapia, and I could just see his face. It's like, oh, he's cooked. He is absolutely cooked. And because weddings can be emotional, because we had made such a bit about Mr. Tapia being a mess. I was so relieved because it was like a game to me. And so it was funny to see how, and so the first time, and I'm sure this happened with you, the first time I saw Mr. Tapia, he just like falls into my arms. I saw him after the ceremony, of course. So the most emotional part is over. The fun stuff is ahead, but he just falls in, and he like almost starts to cry again. He tries to make me cry. It was fantastic.
That's my dog, man. That guy, he's such a good guy, first and foremost,
terrific.
man. But
Just terrific.
I relate to his emotion. You know what I mean? Like, just look, man, I'm a Cancer. You get emotional.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I relate to that. I vibe to that a lot. I can't imagine how I'm going to be when Reese gets married.
Mm-hmm.
And I told Jasmine, I said, just
Ryan ain't getting married.
No, they just gonna have to pick me up off the floor multiple times.
Mm-hmm.
Right? That's just, I might not even go. I just can't even make it. I'll be a distraction.
You're gonna be like Big Mama at a funeral. just throwing yourself on the floor.
Continuously picking me up off the floor. That's what it's gonna be. So, Mr. Tapia, he didn't go down to the floor.
I take
that back. I take that.
Well, again,
I take that back.
We're gonna wait.
I take that back.
We are gonna wait for Jesse to get back next Monday. Him and Crystal are off at their honeymoon. One last thing. Jesse's brother is legitimately his evil twin.
No, that's facts. That's
Jesse.
Jesse.
It's literally like Jesse is the angel and Margot is the devil. And like you see it. Like as soon as I saw his brother, I was like, oh my God.
And then he started talking. I was like, that's Jesse.
Bro,
the hell?
When he started to give his speech and drop the or whatever, I almost fell out. I thought that was the hardest I was gonna laugh that night until Mr. Tapia got the microphone.
Marco is literally like, if I close my eyes and they both started talking, I'm not sure who.
Yeah,
I'm not sure I'd tell who is who.
Right.
Marco's literally Jesse. The cadence, everything.
So I promise you, next Monday. Oh, you're going to get all the details next Monday. It's a lot of fun, but it'll be so much more fun when Jesse is here. And that's what we have to do to keep ourselves smiling. We were celebrating love all weekend, only to find out the injuries were mounting up. We were sitting at the wedding we had me, Kenny, and Katie and Jazz were all at one table with a great group of some of Jesse's closest friends, man. Really wonderful people, and we're kind of sitting there, and it was funny. You missed it, but Eddie earlier in the day was like, "Hey, what's the protocol at like a wedding?" And this happened twice. Do you like? Can you flip the game on? Like, can you pull the game up on your phone like at the ceremony? I was like, yeah, probably not. Like, it's preseason. We can catch up on it later.
No, not at the ceremony, Eddie.
I mean, at the reception. I'm sorry. Okay. He said the reception. He said the reception.
That's just crazy.
He said at the reception. I was like, probably not. Like, we'll it's a preseason game. We'll catch up on it. But I did peek at the phone twice. One was the baseball game. And it was like, we got a classic brewing. Do we just throw it on the phone and just like leave it on the table? And then the other one was, we got what I thought was a nondescript tweet from the Kings that said, Keegan Murray, thumb, will not return. And I thought, okay, well, it doesn't matter. Like, whatever. You get banged up during preseason, there's no point in coming back. And then noon hits 2 days later, and you recognize, oh, this is a thing. Noon is when the email went out from Sacramento saying that he had torn his UCL and he was going to be out 4 to 6 weeks. Which, correct me if I'm wrong, and I might be wrong. We'll ask James this. James ran off to practice, but we'll ask him this at 3:00. Was this or was this not Domas's injury?
Domas was I think it's in the same vicinity.
Maybe not torn?
Yeah, Domas, I forgot.
Because, if we ask James, he's going to react. Yeah, he's going to act this out in just the most disgusting way imaginable.
They had talked about it earlier on the Insiders, and it's in the same family, but it's not exactly the same. I think Domas had ligament damage.
Peyton says an avulsion fracture. Yeah. Okay, that checks out.
And he had ligament damage, like something happened with the ligaments where they didn't need surgery. It was just pain tolerance, and they were going to heal itself. Keegan, I think, broke the bone. So,
he broke the bone. Okay.
Yeah. I think that's the
torn versus broken.
Yeah, I think that's the difference between the two. Or one, but James will tell us. So.
No, I'm not going to ask him because he's going to put out his hand. He's going to say, okay, so what happens is the thumb turns this way. Like, he can't wait to reenact Fred Warner's injury. So we just ain't going to talk about it with him.
Bro.
And so that's what the weekend winds up being, is at 12:00 you get news about Keegan Murray's injury. And about 2 hours later, Fred Warner's foot is pointing in the wrong direction. And now everything is in shambles. It's like, okay, you're trying to process what this all means. You have one, a team that you and I probably think more highly of than other people do here. And again, we're talking 40 to 45 wins. I was thinking about this morning, where we think the Kings might finish versus where, be it Vegas or just less optimistic Kings fans think they might finish, might still just result in a different version of the same exact thing. They're missing the playoffs.
Right.
You're missing the playoffs with 35, 36, 37, 38 wins. You're probably missing it with 40. 44, 40. You're not getting to the 6th seed with 44, 45 wins. You're getting to the play-in, which, as we are all very aware of, that could be one game and you could be missing the playoffs. So it's like we're not talking like drastic differences. We're actually talking a number that could very well be decided while Keegan Murray is out.
Right.
And I know people have posted the schedule and looked at the schedule and how difficult it is and all of these different things. And it's like, man, I don't know.
It's tough, man, losing a guy like Keegan and losing him in particular, because like we've mentioned before, there's only one guy on that roster that does what he's able to do. So that's tough. That's just tough. And that's something that by itself, and I think people need to hear me when I say this, by itself, you don't replace. Like, you don't say, okay, Keegan's gone, we'll just slide in player X and everything's good.
Right.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
But what you possibly can do is, depending on the matchup, depending on the game, depending on the situation, mix and match some players that can help you get by until he gets back. And that's all I'm saying.
Are we looking at a starter by committee?
I probably wouldn't do that. Like, I'd have a starter, but minutes.
So what do you mean? So you start
by committee?
Okay, I
got
got
situation.
you. Okay,
like
okay.
say, let's just say Sarge starts. He may be. Let's just say Sarge starts.
We didn't think Sarge was gonna play a week ago,
man.
Now we sliding him into the starting lineup.
Well,
first the Fat Boys break up, and now this.
So,
Lord,
let's go back a little bit. Would you rather start Sarge or Isaac Jones?
I don't care.
That's an insane question.
I don't care. Like I like those are my
like,
options.
Not wrong. Yeah, that's it.
Those are my options.
So here's the funny thing. I'll pull up. Oh man, my computer died on me. But I'll pull up.
Hey, when that happens.
I'll pull up a more detailed version of what I'm talking about. Okay. I was listening to the Insiders.
Good show.
Good show.
Very good show. And James was pointing out, he was like, yeah, man, the Kings, they don't have anybody at the 4, and there's just nobody there. And I went to the waiver wire to see who was available, and we're talking about Markieff Morris. We're talking about Jay Crowder. We're talking about PJ Tucker. We're talking about it's just not good enough. They don't have nobody there.
Running back Jay Crowder would be incredible.
I need it.
And he's like, it's just nobody there. It's not good enough. Like, you can't do that. And my thought is, number one, he's not wrong. Mm-hmm. But number two, those were the same options when people were complaining, go get somebody. Right?
That's not entirely true. That was earlier in free agency. If Amir Coffey was available right now, I would so take Amir Coffey over everybody you just mentioned.
I would too.
And Amir Coffey is very mid. Like, I'm not trying to say he would have altered the course of the season, but
I really would like Amir Coffey.
I would have too.
I would have signed him.
Boston?
But that's fine too. That like, I'm not disputing that.
Who he played for?
Boston.
Hey, Boston. He was with the Clippers.
Yeah. It's a good look. It's a good look for Boston.
He's going to shoot 8 threes.
I completely missed that signing.
Yeah, it's a good look for them. But like, I don't know. What did he sign for too? Do we know that?
I'm going to guess the vet min. I don't have Amir Coffey's contract numbers off the top of my head. Sorry.
Well,
as the foremost Amir Coffey expert on this program. It's a bad look by me.
No,
I'm about to say. I was gonna say we're gonna go there. We're gonna go there.
No, I was just kidding. Kyle's banned for his walkout. He's never allowed to play again after the most iconic walkout in history.
Oh, that's
also
our
the
mistake.
only walkout.
Secure in the Bagley says he's with Milwaukee, not Boston.
Milwaukee.
That's right.
Milwaukee.
Okay.
That changes everything.
Okay. Okay.
And Milwaukee needed wing depth, and they got it. That's crazy.
Well,
Huh. Weird.
2.8 million is what he signed for,
which I think is the vet man.
His career earnings to this point are 11.1 million.
I would have said 10.5. I'd have won that one.
Oh.
So but here's the other thing, Kyle. Here's the other thing, Kyle.
Can that be the running joke that I would have won all these pocket watches?
That'd be great.
Here's the other thing about that though too. When you talk about trades or free agency, what if Amir Coffey didn't want to go here?
Well,
like what? Like I'm. My guess is they didn't even inquire about Amir Coffey.
Mm-hmm.
But I also don't know that. I don't know that they didn't inquire or they didn't talk to the agents or talk to Amir Coffey or talk to wing player X, and they're like, yeah, no, I don't want to go here. Or if you come here, pay me 3 times more than what Milwaukee's offering me.
Mm-hmm.
And now it's like, well, no, I'm not paying you $7 million a year to come here.
Could have brought back Jake LaRavia for that.
Could have.
Jake LaRavia is honestly,
because you couldn't pay him more than $5 million.
Honestly,
they wanted to sign Jake LaRavia.
Well, but that's a good example of what Kenny's talking about, because Jake LaRavia was all in the videos talking about how oh, I love playing for Doug Christie. I love being in Sacramento. If they want me back, I'd love to be here. Da 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 da. And the Lakers went, hey, you can play with LeBron and Luka for $1 more. I know it wasn't $1 more. It's a small amount more.
It was a small amount more.
Yeah, and he went. I
mean, that's $1 million, but still, it's not 11 million more.
Yeah.
And then he signed for like $6 million a year.
Yeah, and he said, "Bet I'm out," because he got that opportunity to go to LA. So that's to Kenny's point. I'm guessing that what happened.
I honestly thought
that's kind of
like
what happened.
It's not important. I thought it was like 100,000.
Could have been.
I thought it was a really nominal amount.
All right, Jake LaRavia, pocket watchers, let's go. I've got him at $9 million career earnings.
I got him at.
Well, no, this is all okay. So the amount that he signed for was $12 million, but I don't remember what the Kings could sign him for.
$5 million a year. He signed a 2-year deal, right?
Yeah, he did.
So yeah, $6 million a year.
So yeah, I guess total of $2 million.
And I think the Kings could only offer five a year.
Jake LaRavia to date. Anybody?
I'm going.
Oh, to date. Okay, hang
to
on.
date.
This includes the new contract.
Nope, to date.
Oh, to date.
date.
Well, I thought because he maybe signed a contract. I'm gonna go 4.7 million.
Oh, I got 4.2.
4.7 to 4.2. No music. No, man. We didn't do this officially, by the way. You didn't get this is a former number 19 overall pick.
19 overall? Holy smokes.
Number 19 overall.
Wow.
Yeah, 9.6.
I'm going to call it 7.2.
That's me.
Then.
That's just
hell no. That's me.
It doesn't count.
I was closest.
No, I didn't even hit the music.
Count it. You didn't hit the music, actually. So count it.
I did hit the music.
Count it.
It's 9.6, and then he's got
this is preseason
6 per coming his way.
This is preseason for the PWL.
That's true.
Because basketball, it starts on opening day of basketball.
Didn't I say 9? Didn't I say 9 earlier? I said 9 earlier. That's so funny.
Oh, you did say
That's
9
so
earlier.
funny.
That's right. That would be hilarious.
Yeah.
My fake win. Let's go.
Another one.
Let's go.
You dominate this pocket
2-0.
watching league if you hadn't quit. The math got to be too much. Kyle scribbled it out and just walked out of the studio. I can't take this.
But I mean, look, Coffee is a fine example of somebody they couldn't win got. You know what I mean?
Sure.
But I just don't think there were that many guys out there that fit everything that you were trying to do. Came at the price that you wanted to be there. You wanted them here. And I think it was more so along the lines of the guys who are left, right? Like Kings weren't getting to kill Alexander Walker.
Right.
So, well, Jonathan Kuminga watch feels a little different today, doesn't it?
A little bit. But to that point, if they lose Keegan and they have Jonathan Kuminga, I don't feel that different. And I think the same thing, if they had signed Amir Coffey, let's just stick with Amir Coffey. Mm-hmm. If they had him on the roster right now, or Cam Johnson, who we talked about the other day, it's not like, oh, hey, we're talking about players that aren't going to move the needle that much if the Kings had them on their roster instead. Maybe Cam Johnson was a bad example.
I'll ask you guys, and I'm seriously asking the question. Taurean Prince, would you like to sign him?
I like Taurean Prince, yeah.
He makes 3.5. Larry Nance Jr.
Meh.
He makes 3.6. I'm going with guys who signed in this offseason that I'm assuming were available. I don't see a lot of those guys. Who's the other guy that I saw? Zaire Williams.
I like him.
Yeah. But who knows? He re-signed with Brooklyn. Who knows if he wanted to leave? Right. Like, he might have been like, "Nah, I'm not trying to go nowhere." Oof. So you never
rather stay in Brooklyn. That's crazy. That's tough. It's tough.
Well, I think he's gonna start in Brooklyn.
You're gonna be on a bad basketball team, be in Brooklyn.
Yeah.
I think he's gonna start in Brooklyn though. Like, I don't think he would have started here, and that plays a factor too. Like if these guys that you're trying to sign see more of an opportunity elsewhere, maybe it wouldn't have worked out. So I wish they would have signed, somebody where a guy like Keegan goes down and it's easy to just fill in for him or to help Keegan out. I wish they would have, but I think there's a few different variables that go into it. Plus, after the season has started or free agency was over, the guys that nobody wants right now were the guys that are available. You can still go sign Markieff Morris if you want. I think people would laugh at that.
Well, we need dogs. That's what y'all say, right?
Yeah.
Drug sniffing dogs, but dogs.
Oh, man.
Oh.
Come on.
My bad. I don't know. Like I'm trying to figure out.
Can I ask you guys a question that I asked James on the Insiders?
Yeah.
I would like to run it by you guys. I'm going to read you the Kings' first 21 games. Okay. You have the Thunder 3 times. You have the Timberwolves 3 times. This is through November. Let's assume Keegan's out for all these games. You have the Warriors. You've got the Nuggets. You're at the Nuggets twice. You're at the Spurs. The Hawks are in there. You're at the Bucks. You got the Lakers at home. Like that's what their schedule looked like. Through 21 games. I think if Keegan was healthy, you'd be good at like 9-12. You'd be like, man, through those first 21. Where if you thought they were going to go 9-12 through their first 21 games with Keegan, what do you think they go without him?
If you want to talk it, like I don't see why they can't go 9-12. Like
I think the same thing. I mean, to the exercises point, like maybe you lose a game or two more.
Yeah, I don't know if you've talked yourself into that schedule being so bad, man. Like I know this is the fascinating thing with the schedule. We look at it and try to predict wins, both good and bad. This is like when the Kings lost 5 straight leading to Mike Brown's firing. Wasn't the thing they had to go 5-0 in that stretch because of who they were playing? Yeah, like looking at the schedule, especially with this basketball team, doesn't matter. They can compete with Denver. They can compete with Minnesota. They compete with all those teams. Like they, prior to last year, played Oklahoma City really, really well at times. I feel like it's the same.
The reason, right? Okay, so the reason I asked that question is that would be different if it was. Although the Kings might be a bad example just because of their roster, but you might be different if that was Domantas Sabonis, right?
Yeah,
right.
Yeah.
So
yeah,
So you guys really don't think Keegan has any kind of impact like that?
No, I do. I don't like 9-12 like is already not good.
Sure,
like,
although I think 9-12 through that 21. I think it'd be okay with that. I know it's not good on paper, but that's a tough stretch.
Yeah.
To start the year.
They don't. And I guess where I'm struggling is they're not going to have an easy stretch. For like the example that I just outlined. They went 0-5 in a stretch. People thought they were supposed to go 5-0. Like there's no easy stretch for this basketball team.
And you know how I feel. I mean, I don't think maybe it's jaded because of the Kings and it just feels like they never had. There's no easy stretch in the NBA. I don't think there's one team in the NBA.
I guess you're Jamesing my question.
Yeah, I just.
No, I said for
little both.
But look, I said for the sake of the argument, I said a game or two. Take a game or two off of that. So what's that make you?
Yeah, I don't think they're 4-17.
Right.
Okay.
I don't think that.
Okay.
I mean, if you had, what'd you say, 9-12? Like, I don't think they're 4-17. Maybe it's 7-14. Like, I don't know. Like, what if that stretch Keegan is averaging 6 points per game? Is his impact on the defensive end that great? So there's an uncomfortable part of this conversation that we have to have.
That's the conversation Scott Perry wants to have with Kenny.
Oh,
great.
Scott Perry's,
okay.
Oh yeah.
Let's do that when D'Lo and Casey return.